Morning, I'll start again. My name is Naomi Tynan. I am the Equality and Diversity Rep and Safety Rep for United Union. I work at Bylaw for HPC. I'm given to talk here on LGBT. It's a massive personal thing for me. Being part of the LGBT community myself, I came out when I was 13 in an all-girls school. I was asking for it then. Came out as, well, at first I thought that I was a lesbian. I didn't know at the time that you could be both. I thought, well, if I like women, then I've got to like women, I can't like both. It was a difficult time because I never really had one there. Even though my mum, she was gay as well, I felt like she wasn't there for me as much. But when I came out to her, she said to me, oh, it's just a phase, you'll get over it. I was like, well, that was good, because then that meant I had nobody to talk to. So this is why I've taken it upon myself to be the LGBT rep, Equality and Diversity rep for Hinkley Point and for United, so that people know they've got someone to come to who they can speak to about anything, and I'll always understand. So we'll start the presentation. Why is equality important in the workplace? Equality, equal rights in the workplace, it helps to gain a safe and comfortable environment. It helps bring together people of all different backgrounds and ensures that everyone is given equal opportunity, equal pay and accepted for their differences. To effectively stay within the law, promote equality and prevent discrimination, an employer shall have policy in place so all employees know what is acceptable and what is accepted as individuals. This also makes for good business sense in running and developing an organisation. Under the Equality Act 2010, it is unlawful to discriminate anyone against people at work because of nine areas termed in the legislation as protected characteristics. Does anybody know what the 9 protected characteristics are?
Disability, age,
Race,
colour,
Yep.
sexuality,
gender.
Yep, gender. So, the age, disability, gender reassignation, which I'm sure, does anyone know what gender reassignation is?
transgender, transgender,
Yeah. Marriage and civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, race, religion or belief, sex and sexual orientation. I was actually going to ask you what LGBTQ stood for, but never
lesbian,
mind.
gay, bisexual, transgender.
That wasn't supposed to have done that. That was a fault in the PowerPoint. Yeah, so LGBT stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning. But they've now actually put the Q plus on in the past, I think 2-3 years it's been now, they put the Q plus on. Q stands for obviously the questioning, which is what I'm guessing is people who are unsure yet of their sexual orientation, people who are in the middle of trying to find out who they are within that category. Plus also stand for pansexual and asexual. Pansexual is a person who is romantically or emotionally attracted to anyone, basically. They don't discriminate against gender or gender reassignation. They basically say that they are gender blind when it comes to relationships. Asexual is the lack of sexual attraction to another. It's either low or absent interest in desire of sexual activity. It's a bizarre one, but it's very common. Some engage in sexual activity mainly to either pleasure their partner or to have children. Right, so go on to slide 6. Every day, the LGBT community are faced with hardship, bullying and harassment. Even LGBT equality in the workplace continues to be hard fought for. Many LGBT workers face harassment and discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. On the face of it though, acceptance of lesbian, gay and transgender has never been greater. But the passing of legislation ensuring that legal parity in marriage for lesbian and gay couples is an important cornerstone with trade unions and LGBT groups and others have been campaigning towards. Wider equalities legislation makes it illegal for a person to be unlawfully discriminated on the grounds of sexual orientation or gender identity. Homophobia and transphobia remains a scourge both hidden and explicit. A poll of more than 1,000 teachers, a poll of what more than 1,000 teachers working in the UK, primary or secondary schools, revealed that 13% of children are bullied because of their sexuality. This is compared to 11% because of their race, 7% because of their gender, and 2% because of their religion. The research has also shown that 3/4 of teachers have seen homophobic bullying in school. It's just painful to think that there are kids out there who, even today, are walking around the schoolyard, walking around the corridors, paid to play in their heart, because there's a world so painful that some would rather die than be who they are. So it's down to us now to promote LGBT equality to your neighbour, to your children, to your colleagues, how important it is that we all be treated the same. People deserve to be treated with respect, regardless of who they are, who they've been destined to be. LGBT isn't a choice. Everyone says, oh well, they chose to be that way. It's not a choice. If we could choose a life, we choose to be happy. We wouldn't choose to be picked on, bullied, or discriminated against because of who we decide, who we actually fall in love with. So that's it. Thank you.
What's transphobia?
Transphobia is phobia of transgenders.
So what's it? You've got about the children on the last slide, 13%. It's a big worry for myself. I've got 2 little girls, and they're both in primary school at the moment. And like with a lot of things that happen, there's a lot of bullying even at that age. There's a lot of sexual harassment at that age with kids on kids.
Yeah.
I've watched a documentary on it, and I tell you what, it scares the hell out of me. It really does. My eldest last week, she came in from school and she said one of the boy in her class just don't like playing with them, but yet she'll still carry on playing with them. And I'm like, it's a hard one. As much as I want to do something about it, I can't, because it'll just make the situation worse. So yeah, like having kids and growing up like in this society, and with what I've learned, it does worry me. That one.
It's developed loads, isn't it? Because I don't remember this even existing when I was in school. I just gotta be honest, like, it didn't exist when I was in school. Like, because there was no bullying about it, because nobody knew it.
I knew kids when I was growing up myself. I knew kids that were being bullied, but I wouldn't say I was bullied, but you had people take the mickey out of you on a regular basis, but then you knew the ones that did get bullied.
What school are we talking about? Like, what age did you say?
I was 13 going on 14, so
that's
it's the
secondary
beginning
school,
of high school.
yeah.
Yes.
That's so you're a teenager. Yeah, then, yeah.
But I never.
Yeah, it happens then. But
Yeah,